So I tried recording this video multiple times. This is going to be my third time, but I'm going to go ahead and do it with my iPad, which I'm doing there. I recorded this just recently, so here it goes. Good morning, everyone. I was flagging with traffic control, like this guy is in this image. Something like this, right? One lane closure setup, and I noticed there's a bunch of bugs, insects flying around, eating one another. There is also some butterflies. Like this one right here. Anyway, I felt like sharing how they go and they get the energy from the plant. And it reminded me of like a Tesla vehicle. And with the charging units, right? Because that's what these things are. They're like natural mechanisms, a living organism. And I was watching this documentary yesterday about fruit and the sugar within the fruit, and how it turns into alcohol, which is then converted into ethanol. So this proves my ideas with us planting the fruit trees around every street. And then I also thought of a way to classify each fruit tree, kind of like a magnet, refrigerator magnet type of thing, but with a pin in the back of it. So it's that simple, it's nothing complicated about it. And that is here. Apple logo on actual fruit trees. But it doesn't have to be the Apple logo. I mean, it could be an actual real apple with like a little small pin with a small nail in it to drive it into the tree. So when people that don't really know about the tree that's there, and if it doesn't have any fruit and they want to do landscaping, if they're contemplating about cutting some trees down, well, they'll see that and they'll know that it's a fruit tree, and they then will be able to decide if they still would like to cut it, maybe uproot it and replant it somewhere else, things like that. But I believe that they should be preserved like our national parks, because it helps everyone out. It feeds us as a people, and then it also feeds the animals. Now, where do we see a huge saturation of people like this in the animal kingdom? I mean, there's herds of animals, right? I mean, we don't really see a lot of it, and I honestly do not care, and wouldn't want anyone to go and do research and all this stuff. Like, I mean, everyone just has to do what they have to do, right? Now, all this fruit and stuff goes to feed us, and not just that. Now it's going to power our vehicles. So not only do we depend on it as people, animals do as well. And with us, like I posted another video, and it was about roadkill. Yeah, it was roadkill, and the prevention of it. I honestly can't find it, but there is another video that I put here, and I was talking about like maybe putting some sensors or something to alert the animals to stay away from the road, things like that. So we're basically killing a bunch of our animals on a global scale, and not just that, but now we're using our fruits, our food, to make ethanol or ethanol, however you pronounce it, however it's made. I don't really know, but I'm not trying to push a that needs to stop type of mentality. I'm trying to say we need to grow more fruit. We need to think about our future and do more to mass produce this resource, and whatever's not used can be turned into ethanol, and maybe given to the animals and stuff like that as well. Obviously, right? So when I was flagging, I seen a bunch of insects landing on plants, like flowers. I would say flowers because that's what I thought. After a while, I was thinking about flowers, and see, it's like a natural. It's all natural. It's sugar that they're after, and this is like a Tesla battery charger. This this Tesla battery charger is like the flower for the bug. So the vehicle will be the bug. The Tesla gasoline, electric gasoline thing will be like the plant that feeds the bug. So that's why over here we see the butterfly on the flower, and that's like in simplest terms, right? What it's doing. Um, so yeah, like we need to think green. I don't know how that saying or whatever got started, but I remember a lot of people were saying green, green, green this, green that, and it's true. Like we need to think about our lives and our in our future here on Earth, and I mean if we're gonna be sending people to Mars and stuff. We need to think about all this stuff as well because a lot of these resources are going to be going that way, and if we can't protect our cities as a people, then how are we going to protect everything else? Like we all need to be educated. If students are in art, agriculture classes or whatever, then the students will be able to go out to the streets and analyze all these plants like people do for national forests with the animal uh, park ranger officers, right? Like park ranger officers do. Um, and they go and they take care of the stuff, the plants and all that, and then they obviously stop people who are trying to destroy the natural stuff that's there, right? So that's what I'm trying to say because if there's yeah, like see like in schools, if there's any like lack of education, I think this will make it more of an interest for people if they're if it's around them. So now when students go to the mall or they go to the store, Starbucks or wherever, they're constantly going to be seeing trees, fruit trees everywhere. Different kinds of fruit trees. I'm not talking about just one particular type and or species of of fruit tree. I'm talking about various and scattering them everywhere. Um, and then there's an animal that can handle a bunch of alcohol in the form of fruit. And see, there's a bunch, but I didn't even know about this one. But the alcoholics of the Animal World Science. And obviously, that's not. I don't think it's us, but anyway, they have a strong uh, immune system, and they're saying something about like people grow like certain alcoholic hairs or something, and all alcoholics have them. So if they're doing like an autopsy on someone, they'll immediately know if this person is an alcoholic or not just by examining the body. Um, Maybe even dead or alive. Um, well, well, um, they could probably determine if the body. I mean, if someone that's alive, if they're drinking just by looking at them, right? That's what I meant as well. But these, if I forget what the animal was, but I'm sure these companies that are studying the ethanol and the engines are also examining the animals for scientific research and development to better serve and so they can come up with the best possible vehicle for everyone to drive. See, so it's all natural stuff. Yeah, because the sugar, I forget if if it turns, but it's simple and it's common sense. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm just pointing all this out to like stress the importance of all this stuff that I'm talking about and posting online. See, and it's not only going to it's going to impact the whole world. This idea, this concept, if it is done with the fruit trees everywhere, um, the newer generations will be able to go out and learn more about this stuff. Um, and I don't think the pins will harm the trees or whatever. Um, and I think it will also really create an interest in people who are not interested. I mean, unless you say otherwise, then I feel sorry for your children and the people that you're trying to teach and reach out to. But I'm not trying to be a dick. But anyway, yeah, that's basically it. Clean world, happy people, clean world, whatever you want to come up with, whatever slogan you want to create, just do it. Make some stuff happen, people. You know what I mean? Yep. I don't know. This is not even a for-profit, non-profit, for-profit, non-profit organization. I'm just talking out of my ass. So if any of you want to talk shit, write it in the comments. Send me a message. Or you could whisper it to your own ear all you fucking want. Or think about it all you fucking want. I mean, either way, I really don't give a fuck. National Park Service. Have a great day, everyone. Oh, and if you guys like this idea, well, it's not really an idea or whatever, but these videos are in this link here. Or just go to Francisco Contreras. There's on my Facebook page. It's facebook.com PG invent or don't invent. I don't know. Facebook is doing some weird stuff. You get to my account though. They have like m.facebook.com and then my username. So like I'm like they're trying to put me like under some form of beta testing, or maybe I have restrictions, or maybe they're studying me like a fucking lab rat. I really don't know, and I don't really give a fuck either. Oh, and I also created this page, Stink Bug Waste Services. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. I'm just honestly redirecting people that go to it to wastemanagement.com. And yeah, I just thought this was super cool. It's like a dung beetle. So this is the trash, our trash, and it's keeping everything clean, and it's clean and shiny, but it's also stinky, like a stinky trash truck. Yeah, and I also put some ideas in here. Yeah, like this, but this one's a toy. There is. Oh, there it is. Like one of these. So this stink bug beetle is supposed to be like one of these trucks here. See, so their stink bug waste service is stink bug waste service is the name of the company, or this like fake one. I just bought the domain name as well through GoDaddy, and the stink bug is supposed to be one of these. So imagine there's a bunch of them. Dump trucks, bunch of them. I don't know. Like this, see? So there's more than one. So they're stink bugs. That's what the whole thing was. The logic or whatever behind it. Well, I guess I could go for sale. See? They're just, well, not these, but the trash ones are the stinky. I don't know if you guys ever noticed it, but they pass you by, they're stinky. Stink bugs. Stink bug waste services. .com. But I haven't paid or like uploaded a website to it or whatever. But yeah, like right now I'm just representing Waste Management. So if someone's interested in this, it just goes directly to Waste Management, the website. Oh, it's not even clickable, but this is. So it just goes to Waste Management. And this is the idea behind it. See all these stink bugs? See it? It's clean. It's It's green, and it's also a creative name. I think at least Stink Bug Waste Services. So now if someone sees the logo, they immediately will know what it's about and what it represents and all that stuff. So yeah, the stink bug will basically be the one that's cleaning everything for everyone, for everyone's benefit. So anyway, I still have to connect that one. So if you go look at the video right now, you probably won't see it up, but I'll put it up, and basically it'll just go to wastemanagement.com. Maybe I should put the logo before it goes there with a clicking option to redirect to waste management, because I'm not gonna do nothing with it other than that, just to be creative. But yeah, anyway, you guys have a great day. God bless you guys all, and suck it easy. Suck it easy, ladies. This is the way I like it.
And it's a wrap.